The arrival of the flood in the 90s was a big event in Maun, and the pilots used to say the flood is now at, it's about 20 kilometers north of the buffalo fence. It's on the way, and then when it crossed the buffalo fence, everyone would go and look. This is Paula Rawson, Maun.The field, in 1996, watching the flood. This is the arrival of the flood. And it crept along and we walked next to it, and it was a big event. This was the lowest year of all time, next time. 1994, this is the July 1994, this is the Borough, and this is the Tamlakani here, that's the Borough Junction. And that's what it looked like in July 1994. And Pierre took very kindly, the next slide, took a picture of July 2010 from exactly the same spot. And that's what it looked like. And now you've got permanent water, it doesn't dry. Most of you probably never seen the bed of the Borough, other Tamlakani. So yeah, it changes, and that's this 80-year cycle. So we got lots of water ahead of us, and the Savuti Channel failed because of this, and it's now coming back. So we're going to see, we're going into another 2 decades of plenty, and the Buteti is going to flow continuously, and it's going to be like it was in the 70s for the next 20 years. Next slide. But then there's another, that's a short-term climate change. There's another scale of climate change here which is radically more different. And we can see that in the pattern of dunes that we find in the Okavango and in the whole of the Kalahari, these big, long, linear dunes. And next slide. You can see them on, this is the topography, the shuttle radar topography. You can see these long stripes. Those are sand dunes that form. To form sand dunes like that, the rainfall has to be below 150 millimeters a year. These areas today have got 500 millimeters and more. So this is telling us about a time in the past when the rainfall here was below 150. This was the Nama Desert. So that's the other extreme. This is extreme aridity, which has been here before. Next slide. And we can also see it when you fly up the lower part of the delta, you get the striping effect. This is the same dune set. These depressions which get flooded and the ridges which are the crests. Next slide. But then, counterposed to that, we see periods where there was much more water. This is Kugana. Kugana's there. There's the Kugana Lagoon and the Chera Lagoon. This is the Chera River. You see these big oxbow lakes. These were big rivers, bigger than the Okavango at Chicago. In fact, bigger than the Okavango anywhere. With 200-meter wide channels, knowing where Kugana is today. There's the modern channels about 20 meters wide. And we see here's one of those inverted channels related to the same system. So to make that, you need a rainfall here probably in the region of 1,000 millimeters or so. So we can see this range of climate that's affected this region from rainfalls close to maybe 1,000 down to less than 150. Next slide. What happened in those very wet times was these lakes, Magali, Ngami, and Magabi were full. Next slide. And we can see that on the shoreline. So this is the Magikri Ridge, Magikri Ridge, that sandy ridge next to Magabi. You can see these little streams here, got big deltas. This is a topographic image, by the way, this one here. And you can see these massive deltas. This was a big lake. You can see the same thing next slide. On Ngami, there's the shorelines of Ngami, there's the shorelines of Gari. These were massive lakes at that time, when these wet times. Next slide. And this is a reconstruction of a lake at 935 meters. There you can see it, and they were interconnected probably. You could get on a boat, probably in the Zambezi, and sail all the way down to close to the northeast.